Hi guys, my name's Bill. In this video I'm going to show you about the triple burner element on a Frigidaire glass top stove. I'm going to show you how it works and how to troubleshoot it when it doesn't work. Let's go over the windings on the burner. So here's our L2. Power comes in on this terminal, goes through the high limit switch, comes right here to this terminal, and it's the common for all three burner windings. So we'll call this L2. These three connections here are all L1. So when you set your switch to single, L2 and L1 will have power to only light up the center ring. When you set the switch to dual element, you'll have L2 power and L1 on both of these terminals, so the center ring and the middle ring light up. And when you set it to triple, you'll have L2 power here and L1 power will be present on all three terminals, so the whole burner lights up. Okay, so if we take a look at the back of the burner switch, we can see our L1 and our L2 power coming in. And you can follow these down to the terminal block where the cord connects. And these are what power the switch. So when you turn the switch on single element, this will be your L2, and then power will be sent out on this L1 connection right here. So here's your L2, here's your L1. When you set it to dual element, you'll have L2 power coming out and L1 power on these two wires. And when you set it to triple element, by pressing the switch down here, you can see there's a little jumper that goes to the switch from your middle burner windings. So when you press the switch, it closes the contact and power comes out on this wire. So these are your three L1s and then your one L2. So that's how the burner switch is wired up. Okay, so now you know how the burner works and how the switch works. Let's do a little troubleshooting. And the first symptom we're going to troubleshoot is if you have a burner that doesn't work at all. Okay, so to troubleshoot this, we're going to set our meter to ohms. And we're going to take one of our leads and connect it to the common wire that connects all three of the burner windings together to the switch. And then we're going to find our L1 for the single burner, which is the one that has the purple wires attached to it. We're going to remove that from the switch and connect our other lead to that. And you should get a reading about 50 ohms. And that means the burner windings are good. So if your burner's not lighting at all, then the switch is bad and would need replaced. Now if you have your lead connected to this wire and you get an OL reading, well then the burner windings are probably shot or the high limit switch is bad and the burner would need replaced. So for any other issues that you might have with the triple burner, maybe the center doesn't light up or the middle ring or the outer ring, we can do all the testing from the back and we can use process of elimination. And now that we're on ohms, we can connect to the common for all three burners, which is the wire labeled number 2 on the switch, which is this brown one. And the wire that goes to the switch for the dual and triple, this one right here, is for the outer ring. So we'll go ahead and test that one first. And we're getting about 77 ohms, 78 ohms. So we know the outside burner ring is good. Now that we have this removed and the burner switch is in the off position, we can connect to the other side here, and this is going to give us our middle ring resistance, which is about 51 ohms. So we know that that ring's good. And if we go to the brown with the white stripe here, That's going to tell us our inner ring, which is about 50 ohms. Now that we determined that all the burner rings were good, if you have an issue with the single element or the dual element, then the problem's going to fall within the switch here. So just make sure you check for burnt wires or anything like that, but if all the wiring looks good and the other burners and stuff are working, then most likely the switch is going to need replaced because the burner's fine. Now if you have an issue with the triple element, then we have another little switch down here that could be the issue. So we'll check that next. So down here we have our outer burner ring that's connected to this little switch, this little push button switch on the other side of the console here. And here's the jumper wire that goes from the middle burner ring over to the triple, to the outer ring. So when you press the switch in, it closes the contacts and lets the outer ring come on. So now that we have one of the wires removed, we can go ahead and clip on to either side of this, which it's a little tricky to get to. And right now the switch with a 0.2 reading, 0.1 reading is in the closed position, so the outer ring should be on. And if I press the switch to turn it off, I get the OL reading. Now if you press the switch in and this reading doesn't change, then you know the switch is bad, and that's why your outer ring isn't lighting up. Okay guys, so that's how the triple element works, and that's a little bit of troubleshooting on the triple burner and the switch. So I hope this helps you guys out if you're having issues with the triple burner. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do that now. It's always appreciated. And thanks for watching.